Hello, everybody. I hope you're all doing well and you've had a good week. Welcome to another week of Understanding Spirit. I'm your host, Mary. I've been battling a cold with the flu, so I'm hoping that I won't sniffle and cough too much because the cough is what's still lingering. But we will push forward, and I'm just apologising in advance for that. We'll get into the 3-card pool. I'll just give you a moment to decide which one you gravitate to, whether you gravitate to card 1, card 2, or card 3. And just keep in mind, take what resonates. Sometimes the message might not seem right at that moment, but it might be coming up for something in the future. So just hang on to it and see if it's for you. Sometimes it could come through to you for somebody else as well. Okay, so just keep the message. We never know exactly how spirit want to work when they're passing on information. Okay, so if you have gravitated to card 1, the card that I got was achievement, which is this card on the bottom. It's got completion and rewards. Okay, when I hold this card and I'm tuning into it, I do also pick up that you might be wanting to do something more challenging as well, or maybe that's the kind of person that you are. I am also seeing further studies around with this as well. So if you've completed one area of study or some part of your work or whatever, you may be wanting to look at something else. So just keep that in mind. It can also have to do with financial matters as well with this card I'm getting. So just, I'm also being told to tell you, tune into your intuition as well, to see, to guide you with this also. But if you're looking at studying or you've just finished, maybe there's promotions or finances around that, or maybe you just want to know whether you should go on to do further studies, the answer with that is a yes. Okay, if you've tuned into card 2, it's personal guide, which is this card here. On the bottom, it's got guardian angel, spirit, family. I am seeing like, I want to say like you're the star, and you're doing really well. You're fulfilling and on your right path. All right. I'm seeing like happy days. I'm seeing uh, like being positive and optimistic, with long-term plans and move forward in the direction that you want. You are being guided and being told by loved ones. Um, and for some of you, I'm being told like mother, grandmother energy is very prominent with some of you. Okay. And I'm also being told they're blowing you kisses from the spirit realm as well to pass that on for you. Okay. If you've tuned into card 3, it's a journey guide, which is this one. And it's got travel, change of location. I with this card, I really feel like there could be some of your own personal fears or issues that could be holding you back, whether it's moving on in your life, moving on with your job, or changing where you live. But I am getting opportunities and invitations and things around for you. So just kind of look at what's going on. Do thoroughly look into it before you go ahead, and look into a new career or doing the change. There could be a bit of seeing like upheaval. So it could be, for some of you, it might resonate with like even moving home. So just see how how that works for you. It's always with the cards for the collective, it's always you've got to see how it fits for you, and just take what resonates with you. That's always like really important, because the messages will come in and they might sort of seem a little vague, but you have to see where in your life you need to place that. Okay. Um, uh, so yeah, I'll just get to my caller now. And so good luck with all of that. Okay. Michelle, are you there?
I am. Hi, Mary.
Hi, how are you, Michelle?
I'm doing fairly well, but I would love to have some questions answered.
Of course, go for it. Let's go real quick. We'll give you everything.
I am relatively new to Oregon, and I was in a car accident, and I've had quite the time with my injury and dealing with medical practitioners, and also hiring an attorney because I have some medical bills. I'm overwhelmed, and I've hit some roadblocks. And I just wonder what you see. I've found a lawyer to possibly represent me. I wonder how you feel about him. I wonder how you feel about upcoming medical appointments. And then also, this is not having to do with my car accident. Do you see me living in Oregon very long?
Okay. All right, hang on. So your lawyers, your medical bills, living in Oregon, and what was the other one?
Um, because I do have some medical bills hanging over my head, I'm trying to hire a attorney because I was injured pretty bad in a car accident, and I've had a hard time hiring an attorney. What do you think about the guy that I'm considering?
Okay. Let me just say what Spirit give me. I'm being told he's good, but you might need to be a little bit on his back about a couple of things. I feel like there's some things that he's not completely thorough with, and I'm getting he could be a little bit lazy in that regard. Okay, so Spirit is saying ask questions, right? You might need to be like the forensic investigator, around this, and be saying, what about this? Do I need to do this? They're also showing me paperwork. There's more paperwork. There's more things that need to be done. And it's from your end. Okay. Have you done like I want to call it like a burnout statement, but it's like how this accident has affected you. Have you done anything like that for yourself?
I have, and I plan on writing it up really well for him because I feel like what you just told me, he might, he's kind of maybe what you said, lazy, and he might not know the full picture, and he's taking it on without having asked me a lot of questions like some of the other attorneys have.
Yeah, because I'm saying you need to write down how it's affected you financially, how it's affected you emotionally, how it's affected you mentally. All right. And you need to write down how you were before your accident and how you are now. All right. How it's
Yes,
affected relationships. Are you in a relationship right now?
I am not.
Okay. Anything that it's affected you in, right? And even if it's stopped you from that, it doesn't matter if it's a personal thing. It's how it's affected your life. So be very thorough. Spirit is also saying, this is the one time that they support nitpicking, like being dissecting everything, if you will. Okay. Um, I see medical bills potentially going like you having more, right? And it'll feel like it's not going to stop, but then they'll go down. There'll be less. Okay. So I see like a little peak and then it going down. Does that make sense for you?
Maybe.
Okay. Just keep it in mind. All right. Uh, there they're talking to me about like further consultations and things like that. All right, that you might need to pay for. They might send you to more specialists or something like that. Okay. Let me
Okay.
just. Where are you living right now?
I moved to Oregon several years ago, and I'm not quite sure it's exactly right for me, but I don't really have anywhere else to go, and this might be where I need to be.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just see. Look, I'm getting that for the moment, you need to stay there. All right. I do feel there will be movement for you in the future. Uh, have you thought of moving to New York ever?
No, not really.
Okay. I'm just seeing, I have been to New York. It's beautiful. I love it. And I'm seeing New York. Okay. So keep it in mind. All right. It could come up, for work or something like that. Okay. Sometimes even if we meet somebody, we might move. Okay. But Spirit is saying for the moment, stay put. You have other things to worry about. You need to sort all this out with your accident and the lawyers. That's where your focus needs to be. And then when you decide what you want to do with your life, that will be the time to make decisions. I feel like there might be 3 or 4 places that will come up for you in order of your preference. Spirit are highlighting the first and the second.